This
Is
dude is
Paul
highly
Pierce really
targeted.
a
He's
high value man though?
That's what I'm saying.
Check this out. Like, I'm about to put myself out there. This happened a long time ago, long time ago. At least when you buy these bitches, they bring condoms to the table.
Exactly.
That we won't use. Okay.
Listen, I personally long time ago. If Paul they bring a condom, they put it on for you and everything. These hoes out in the streets ain't making you. The free hoes ain't making you put on condoms.
Not y'all at the same agency buying the girlfriends. This is
listen, man. Ain't nothing wrong with Paul Pierce doing, man.
Y'all are full of it, y'all men, because y'all come at men that fly women out. So if flying women out is a problem, why like you're saying there's nothing wrong with it?
No, that's not flying out. That's like him going to another city and renting a car. No difference. There's no difference. He gonna get that woman, put some miles on her, just like the fucking car would do. Okay, by me being such a holy man, God has
what?
Yeah. I'm covered in the blood. First, I rebuke all y'all. First of all, let me tell you about the Lord.
You covered in red flags. That's the Lord.
No, baby, listen, the Lord has allocated prices. If you turn to Proverbs 6:6, he said a prostitute's fee should be no more than a loaf of bread.
Did you just quote scripture?
Yes, I did.
What is that in Galatians?
I rebuke you. If God got a price for the pussy,
that in Galatians?
He know not what he do.
Hold on, wait.
If God,
let's have a serious moment though. If he would have took any one of these women out and opted out, just take one, he would have probably spent just as much money or more. He actually probably saved money by renting his girl.
Yes, and if he listened to the description that I'm trying to quote you, that you think I'm playing about, Proverbs 6:6, it say a prostitute fee is worth a loaf of bread. If God has set a price for prostitution,
is that real? That's the one.
Yes, that is real. If God has set a price for pussy, who are you to tell Paul Pierce he can't buy it?
And what is the
what, Anton? You know the Bible. Is that a real scripture that he made?
Very real scripture.
This was the show, or this was
Let me pull up my Bible.
Listen, it's first of all, y'all
want to get my Bible.
Proverbs 6:6. Look it up.
But was this a show, Q, or was this just their live?
They was on a show. A live show,
a sports show.
So it was on Showtime Sports, and it was supposed to be reacting to the game, the live game that was happening, the playoff game that was happening. So it was Kevin Garnett's show, but he invited his former teammate onto the show, and then Paul Pierce got real drunk, and it just went left from there.
That's why.
Okay, so then that's what I agree with you with Freezy. I think, like, honestly, I don't consider Paul Pierce high value. I loved watching him when he plays in the Celtics, but because Paul Pierce is known from his skill of playing basketball, and he's a high earner. But I mean, and he could be high value. I just don't know enough about all of what he does.
Paul Pierce is the NBA champion. He was the leader of his team, captain of his team.
I follow. I get that, but if we go, I didn't hear about the definition of high value till I listened to KS, and with the things that he broke down, I don't know enough about Paul Pierce to know if he fulfills all of those things. I know he's a high earner, but I don't know about the.
If you're a high earner, you down there by default, baby.
Wait. Because a lot of us only like to reduce, or we reduce what high value is based off of just finances and resources. What do y'all think that high value is?
A man that actually stand on something.
Well, Paul Pierce has a very powerful network as well. Dude is very popular. I mean, a lot of people know this dude. This dude has a lot of resources, you know.
But I don't know how I remember him saying something about how other men view you. Like your level of value is technically also determined by your male counterparts. I don't know how people view Paul Pierce. I don't know if men who make what he makes or more respect him. I don't know that. I just know I know Paul Pierce because I like the Celtics and I watch them play. So for me, he's just a high earner. Not saying he can't be high value. I just don't know that to be true. So for me, I really could care less as long as, I mean, if he's single, he's doing his thing. However he finds his women, as long as it's legal, like, you know, I don't care.
Carrie,
but
can I
I
ask you a
do
question?
think the fact that he was on a show for basketball, that's where I think the problem lies, because now you're bringing something into the mix with an audience that technically could be in front of people who this isn't appropriate for. Otherwise,
it's on Showtime, for God's sake.
Like, can I ask you, Carrie? Let me ask you a question. If you're a Hall of Famer of anything, are you respected?
Are you respected for the skill that got you there? Yes, for the skill.
He's in Hall of Famer. That
ain't enough.
That don't make sense. KS also he excluded sport athletes and entertainers.
He did.
Yeah,
but wouldn't it depend on the woman? That is, I guess. I mean, the woman could.
I think that Paul Pierce is a sucker, bro. Paul Pierce is a sucker, man.
He is. He's an idiot.
Yeah,
he got fired. He got fired from ESPN based off of his own doing, right? And then now he over there fucking up Kevin Garnett's bag.
And I would think his own friends would call him a sucker too. So he ain't even respected by his homeboys.
Is Kevin Garnett like a stand-up guy now?
Well, yeah. I mean,
now
he never gotten any trouble, and he this was his show. You know what I'm saying? And it was supposed to be his thing. And Paul Pierce is over there.
Anton, when Q first played the video, that's what I know everybody was lost, but that's why I was trying to kind of describe the things that he's been involved in and how he got caught up. He got fired from ESPN, and I described all that. But yet and still, I'm gonna disagree with you, Anton. Even though he got, a lot of superstars have gotten caught up. Kobe got caught up. Jordan got. Just because you got caught up in stuff does not make you a high value man. You understand what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm not debating the whole high value thing. I think that's an entirely different conversation. I wouldn't say Paul Pierce is a high value man. I would say Paul Pierce is a bad example of what we should be advocating for men to be, or for young guys to be. Because think about it. How can we say John Morant shouldn't operate how he operating? Zion Williamson is out here getting baby mamas pregnant and fucking around with chicks on OnlyFans. How can we hold them accountable, or how can the OGs hold them accountable or be a good example with them? When Paul Pierce is online talking about he buying fucking girlfriends and he fucking up the bag by going on Instagram Live. Here's the worst part about it. Paul Pierce got fired for going on Instagram Live to show shit that he shouldn't have been showing in the first place. What grown man fucks up his bag by going on Instagram Live? You know what I'm saying? It's just like all of his decisions outside of the court has been a fumble. It's been horrible. And you have a greater, once you get more money, a lot of times we like to say, oh, okay, yeah, you know, it's not illegal, or you should be able to do what you want to do. But what people don't understand is that when you get more money and more visibility, you have a greater responsibility to people to hold yourself to a higher standard, because it's other people that's paying attention to what you're doing. It's hard for me to be able to hold somebody accountable. And I ask this question, and I use it all the time. If I'm out here, if you catch me out here cheating on my chick, right? As a person that uses my lifestyle and what it is that I do in my real life as an example of how it is that I need to hold you accountable and push you, my words then fall on deaf ears, and I don't have the same hit. I can't hold you. That's the reason why Derek Jackson, we all knew that he was a finesse, but the fact that he now being shown as a fuck boy, it's like, man, who the fuck is this fraud ass dude that's having this conversation? You know what I'm saying? Guys didn't respect him anyway, because we felt like he was throwing other dudes under the bus. But now women shouldn't even respect him, because the thing that he's saying that he's trying to hope that we would use people to hold people accountable for in order to get better advice so that you can then become a better version, it falls on deaf ears, because how can we hold the young dudes accountable if we're not even accountable to ourselves?